Taylor's head hung limp as Amaris carefully carried her back to the door. All around them, a thick, inscrutable mist began to swirl around them, blocking off everything that had happened from the rest of the public. Mike answered the door with a numb look on his face as Amaris stepped through the door, Taylor in her arms. "Amaris!" he asked, alarmed, as she stepped past him. "What?" "She is exhausted," Amaris murmured as she stepped into the living room. "But I fortunately did not have to kill her." Mike followed her into the room, eyes wide, as she laid the girl onto the couch. Amaris met his eyes. "Where is my tea?" "Oh, I left it in the kitchen." She glared at him, and he immediately turned and left the room. Amaris turned back to Taylor, staring straight at her face. Mike returned quickly with her tea and set it on the table beside her, right within her reach. Amaris did not move to take it. In fact, she did not move at all. Mike stood watching nearby, unwilling to move either. Just what was she planning? They stood like that in silence for what felt like hours. Mike never considered asking why they were doing this. And then, finally, at long last, Taylor began to stir. She shifted about on the couch, as if waking up from a deep sleep, and groggily twitched her legs. "Listen to my words, Taylor Bell," Amaris said softly. "Listen only to me." Taylor gave a start and froze. Her eyes met Amaris's, and suddenly they seemed to go completely blank. Amaris raised her hand and waved it in front of Taylor's face. "I am hypnotized," she said softly, her voice sultry and becoming. "I am hypnotized. My mind is yours to do with as you please. My mind is yours to do with as you please. I am not your enemy." Mike gave a surprised start. "I am not your enemy. The brides of Dracula have manipulated me. The brides of Dracula have manipulated me. I must forget everything about tonight. I must forget everything about tonight. I must forget about the mark of the wolves. I must forget about the mark of the wolves. I must forget about the brides of Dracula. I must forget about the brides of Dracula. I must forget about Mike Rose and his beautiful girlfriend Amaris Yu. I must forget about Mike Rose and his beautiful girlfriend Amaris Yu." Amaris gave a satisfied nod, and Taylor slumped into sleep again.